I'm gonna get started and continue. Move my microphone a bit. Boop. Start from this. Chapter 15. I can't stress how excited I am. 10 years ago, a man named Cecil took a little girl named Lynn hostage. He wasn't named Cecil. In fact, Jowd just told us that. And then was killed by a meteorite fragment, and they left his body in the heckin' dump. Nah, they didn't really, but like, this is so strange. I just want to see. Tonight, a man named Cecil met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. What if we weren't even killed by a bullet then? It was just another meteor. Like, this is in fact a huge problem for the town. They're like, we can't stop these meteorites killing people at the same time they have a gun pointed at them. It's an epidemic, really. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. What are you doing, Cabenela? What? Excuse me? I see myself. Oh man. Rip Cabenela. Like, not actually, I don't trust the man still, but are we a clone? Are we meteorite clones? He's sleeping, yeah. Don't worry, he's totally fine. He's just taking a little nap. Yeah, I guess, wait. Albus Darklaw, have you ever played Zero Escape? Specifically Virtue's last reward, before I make a certain joke. There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Also, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Cecil, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take that long. Okay, then I won't say the joke because I refuse to spoil Zero Escape. Would widely recommend looking into it though. It is a wild game. Now, what about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I see. I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? I'm doing not too bad. We can talk about that when we get together. Hopefully you start thriving soon though. We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Cecil. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. So, obviously, as you've been hearing, I've, for hours, just assumed that I wasn't Cecil. So, I'm hoping that my one theory that I've stuck to for so long is true. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Oh man, what are these lights? Are the ghosts taking over? The ghosts have become too powerful. Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Maybe it's because they know ghosts can travel through the telephones. Very well. Man has so many paintings of himself being evil while he enjoys some fruit. Oh. Oh man. He's in a submarine? How did he get cell service in a submarine? No, what? Who built this underwater telephone post? Or, like, line? Nice try, Inspector Cabenela. But you can never stop me. Well, screw you. See ya, sucker. Oh, maybe Cabenela wasn't evil. Maybe I just couldn't trust him and his smooth, jazzy movements too much. Oh, Cabenela. Guess I gotta bring you back. So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Inspector Cabenela, I'm sorry. I just couldn't trust you. But in my defense, he's also super sus. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy. Still unconscious, eh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. It's rewind time. Honestly, I am just so intrigued to see where this goes. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately, and wait for our call. Oh, he's so broken. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. Oh, Cabenela, he's so broken. Yeah. What's the matter? Oh, those What? I'm so sorry, Cabenela. All those broken bones smart a bit. What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Yeah, so this guy's just puppeteering a corpse, ain't he? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole away my life 10 years ago. So, this is gonna seem weird, but we haven't seen Ray in a long while. So, what if this is Ray? Ray's dead. Ray has oddly orchestrated this, but he's like, I need an accomplice. I need someone who can make sure everyone lives and gets to all the places I need to be for my over-the-top complicated plan. And then he's like, and also I'm gonna puppeteer my corpse. And pretend to be a desk lamp. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? Ouch. Wrong. I was murdered by all of you. So, okay, we know he doesn't have any sensation in his puppeteered corpse. Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent. Lynn, the girl who was right there where I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. What's worse than a murderer? A child. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's such bad logic. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally, you, Inspector Cabenela. Me. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Interesting, interesting. You were so proud of your spotless record. And my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only two people know the real truth. Me and Detective Jowd. Interesting, interesting. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. Cabenela, you're so complex. Your coat's so white, but I feel it should be gray. Oh, hi Nizar Play, how you doing? We're finishing up Ghost Trick. I am absolutely riveted. I got nothing to say to you. You never listen anyway. Oof. Whoa. He shot that corpse. Too bad it will do nothing because it's a corpse. Yay! Oh, that's actually really spooky. Ye gods. And now, then Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. Yeah, I knew it. He's a ghost. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temsic. Like, the general concept of Temsic. Like, where they're like, we're just gonna raise this town. Everyone knows about their park. Revenge. That's what I'm up to? How do you still consider it you? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's, going on? Inspector Cabenela. He's awake. My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that the Cabenela character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me? I guess so. But you couldn't be, could ya? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are ya? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Cicel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. See, I've been calling it for so long, like, I don't think we're the guy we think we are. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did ya? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. Alright, like, I don't know who we are. We very well could have been the cat who was just there at the beginning. But I don't... Look at him. Look at him with my special eyes. There's something emanating from his body. Is this really the sign of having special powers of the dead? No, it's the sign of having a meteorite buried in your corpse. Because obviously, Missile didn't have this. And, who did we hear that strange information from? Well, we heard it from Ray. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. So you're here, are ya? He sensed my presence. Oh, this got meta. I noticed ya. You think you can stop me, do ya? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Okay, so then maybe this isn't Ray. This is just someone who doesn't like it. Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Wait, don't shoot. Alright, so maybe if we disrupt the, this other me knows the powers of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You were practically shouting, "Look at me, baby!" It looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances. I guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that. Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. We have to be stealthy. Something I've never done. This is the first person who will acknowledge ghosts. Let's see. Maybe he won't notice if I wait until he hits the kettle. So now they're gonna talk, and he'll like smack his hand. No, he notices that. Rat. Okay. The other thing I would think of... Wait, can I move while he's talking to me? No. So, because my other theory would be, well, if I'm in the lamp, I don't think he can move it. Let's see if that's true. Can he move the lamp while I'm in here? So, let's see. Oh, that's whack. He can still control the lamp. But I'm in that lamp. How dare you? This lamp isn't big enough for all of us. Alright. So... maybe instead, I wait until he knocks down the, kettle. I use the kettle to get into the basement because he wouldn't notice. Then I can move around. And possibly hitch a ride. Okay. Now we're down there. Now we have some movement room. Whoa! What happened down here? Look at this place. Superintendent, why did you hide your crimes of a Rube Goldberg machine? What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. And now, there's another death lying hidden here. Oh no! The inspector, or superintendent. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life, valuable to the nation here? Thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Superintendent, let me help you. Your bird's mourning you. Hey, come to think of it, where is that old pigeon guy? Alright. So, move the hoist. Use that. Try to get to the pigeon man. Maybe if I open this, give me a little bit of a boost. Perfect. Now this will give us extra time as we save this man. Excuse me? Dots. Are you awake? Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Cabenela, this is quite a surprising guest you've brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy. And I'm his guest, actually. Said he, came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Gonna, like, flex on us, do the anime glasses thing. Ouch, that hurts. Anyways, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death. In order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabenela. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. Rewind time. Alright, I still understand nothing, but I'm hoping this will help. Inspector Cabenela, what do you think of my Rube Goldberg murder machine? How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. A ghost reading. Your Zach Baggins has nothing on me. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead. He's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect. It's a spirit. Is he getting his power from the meteorite? Ridiculous. Heh heh heh. So you figured it all out, huh? It's me, the ghost. Hi guys. You're a clever man, Inspector Cabenela. So it's really true. I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. There are so many ghosts, but it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell. So what's Ray's role in this? Because obviously it can't be Cecile, because he didn't recognize, Cecile didn't recognize us. And Ray's the one who first insinuated to us that this is our body. I control everything. This shell, people, just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. I framed her for murder by making her shoot a corpse. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Well, why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence. You know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Jowd did Except, like, I feel like if they did some, like, actual forensics, they would be like, wait a second. This doesn't make sense. This is a guy who's dead. This is a dead man. And then you would have just proved ghosts exist. And now then, Professor, I'm afraid it's time for you to die. Bye-bye. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful for it to you. Oh yeah, so why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight. But before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. So did he, like, just hate the country that much? He's like, yeah, you know, the detectives failed me, this little child failed me, this entire country, whack. I'm just gonna destroy everything. Along with the contraption in this room. Oh no! This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! No! Cabenela, you were too slow, and now you're bones. That wasn't dynamite, that was bone-hurting powder. Dynamite, hey? Eh? Well, when the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? It's me, forensics man. That medical examiner. Remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. That's why he was so bad at his job. He said he was gonna take the corpse back to the lab. But he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. Why would you make a deal with the corpse? But I wasn't gonna let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, eh? You're right! He had blue skin! Oh, I didn't even put that together! You're totally right. I didn't put that together. I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. So, ghosts are boosted by meteorites. Important to know. If I ever die, please give my ghost a meteorite. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? Who is Ray? No time for thinking, baby! Action is the name of the game! Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. What if we, like, kill the bird, and then we create another way back, so we go even 4 minutes earlier? So, what if we wait until the explosion's supposed to happen, then drop him down? Because if we don't wait, then evil ghost man will know too early. And then he'll probably kill the doctor. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Since that's subtle, we'll make them think that the professor is dead, and probably will go unnoticed. Yeah, I think that's a simple way. I mean, can I do anything with these? What if I just drop them? Like, see ya. Alright. Yeah, he's right here on this trapdoor. I'm gonna time it. Now then, Professor? As you perhaps already noticed, time is running out, baby. Yeah, no perhaps about it, I know. But you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost tricks on in here. Looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. This L. What? Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me before I'm carried away. Carried away? Ray? Hmm? What's that frail sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. A friend of yours? Yep. A little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that'd surprise you. Missile? Well, he's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? Where is... Alright, let's see if I can... What? It's no use, I can't open it. Drat, I was goofed. Would the fact the professor is standing on it have something to do with it? I may look small, but I'm pretty heavyset. You sound so proud of that fact, too. This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be hard. A door that opens downward, eh? Okay, so... The cell! There he is again! Farewell! It sounds like your little pal was carried away. Where was he? Yeah, let me start over. So we need to get Missile. That's the most important thing right now, is getting Missile. I'm assuming it's Missile. I know I said Ray, but this is almost definitely Missile. Last time we saw Missile, he was in a leaf. Where are things being carried away? Let's see. Where can I move around to in here? Not in there. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the professor to move, because he moves off here for a second. And I think there's like a brief amount of time. He's more heavyset than he looks too. Okay. How can I move around? Because I can't reach that tire. Nope, there's no time when I can jump between. What a shame. Alright. When do things move? What can I... This is a bit tricky. I'm trying to figure out how to move. So he goes to erase everything. Super evil man. How dare he be so evil? So, we can't even jump in the Cupid. How do I get to other spots in this room? Help me. Where is he? Is my big old question. And how do I reach him? Can't reach most things in here. Yeah, I can't reach anything right now. Feels like. Feel like I'm already goofed. So, our main problem is we're very locked in place. We need to find somewhere else to go, really. I can't really get any movement anywhere. So I'm gonna wait, because he moves over to the left for a tiny bit of time. So maybe during that I can jump to something? Cabenela jumps up. Alright. Are we any closer to anything? Absolutely not. And then we're also no closer to anything. What a shame. And I can't really do any tricks in here, so how am I supposed to move? Where am I supposed to move to? I can't open the door, because the door doesn't open. Gasp. This is a rough one. I don't know how to move. Like, out of the direction. He spins that. And then we know our friend is in the room somewhere. I mean, the only thing I can think of is examining this. What in the world is this thing? This device has the meteorite data entered into it. If it detects Temsic radiation, it responds. Got that, kid? Isn't it a lovely thing? I guess sometimes it's important not to think about things too much. What a sorry pair. Alright, so then he moves. And I still can't reach anything. How am I supposed to move? Alright, and the Cupid is lit. And then we hear him. Help me. And we're asked to help. And I can't find anything. Where would he be if he's being carried away? Anyways. Oh, did I have to just look? Giselle! Here I am! Oh, I thought we had to actually reach it. I've been goofed. Oh, hey, it's... Missile! What are you doing here? And do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? Nope, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course. Here, Let me join ya. My rage is indescribable. Okay, here I am, Cecile. I was goofed by the camera. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of that sewer is a little bit stinky. Nice. Okay, fate's changed. Alright. Is there a certain... Actually, let's move Cecile so he's not in the way. Cecile. And let's see what sort of things I can switch this out for, maybe. I mean, what is get a lamp and a ball, a telephone. What is a ball but a circle? Let's see, what kind of stuff can... Nothing over here. A box. So there's multiple boxes. But is there anything he can swap the lid out for? Or at least some of these items out for. None of these appear to be the same shape yet. Those squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Cecile! My animal instincts are starting to surface. If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be more alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. A bigger commotion, eh? Wait, no. Go back to the ghosts. Alright, so... I can swap these. Interesting. Swap those. And now they're in that trash can. Maybe now they can give me the lid. And I can swap out the lid for the door. Because doors and trash can lids are basically the same shape. Now that's what I'd call some proper commotion. They're making the trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold back my animal instincts. What a dangerous bunch. Alright. Now. Oh, please. Stop. Oh no, it's circular. Let's swap. And, well, wait, what happens when they swap? Does it keep the momentum? Maybe now it's shaped right. Dread, these aren't the same shape. Or are these not? Oh, okay, now they're the same shape. I had to wait for it to fully fall. There we go. See? Like I said, trash can lids and trapdoors, basically the same shape. We did it! It just took me forever to realize how the camera worked. Aw, man. Sure hope he's dead. Man, I just adored solving that one. Sorry, little pigeon. Guess this was a pretty foul turn of events. As for you, Inspector, yeah, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. Nice. And now we fully tricked the man into thinking the professor is dead. But look at that still living professor. Probably still alive. Yes. I can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cabenela. I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor, broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. New info has been added. I never look at new info though, so my loss. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead. Not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that, right about now, the real me has given the poor Justice Minister a real fright. Oh, that phone call. Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister? You really shouldn't be mean like that. You're too pure, Missile. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. He's very much dead. Rest in peace. Camilla! Gods in heavens, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl, taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute! Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla, a hostage? I mean, you watched her get put in the trunk, Missile. What's a hostage? Didn't we explain that last time he saw a hostage situation? Anyway, Inspector Cabenela, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? But this time is different, right, Cecile? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the inspector. And we'll save the inspector in white. And then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. You are an afterthought at Cabenela. I may have realized you're not evil, but that doesn't mean I forgive you. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabenela is upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Cecile, I'll go up first and wait for you. Oh, look at him zoom in. Okay, lovey-dovey, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Thank you, Pigeon. You're a gem. Alright. Let's get on up there. There you are, Cecile! Sorry for the wait, Missile. Alright, now what are items that are the same shape? 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed with a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. This is, oh. There was this old game I played in 3rd grade. Time Hollow. Awful game. Would not recommend it. But that was like a thing that happened. Where they're like, we need to stop this guy from killing people. And this lady was like, I tried. I tried so many ways, and he always kept killing this person, and I just had to give up. Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Yep. Same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabenela without him noticing. Even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Cecile. Don't forget, Whenever you want to use my powers, just touch the icon. Missile, what's an icon? Alright. So, let's see. What are things that we can swap out? We can swap out hats. The kettle is not the same shape as a desk lamp. Let's see, what are things that are the same shape? These hats look like they're the same shape, but they're just too far apart. Maybe this guy doesn't have backwards vision. Maybe he won't notice if I move this, and I can't even reach it. Great start. So, let's wait, and maybe when he drops the kettle, I'll be able to reach it. Perfect. His hand looked like a little gun for a second. I was like, the gun! Oh. Maybe now while his back is turned, I can do stuff? I'm not sure what that will accomplish. But does the top of a desk lamp look like another? Oh, crap, I might be too slow on that. Oh, that was bad timing. Drat. I thought maybe if I did some of that stuff, that would work. Okay. Maybe if we turn the desk lamp while he's not noticing? I'm not sure what that will accomplish, but maybe it will do something. So we should do it without stopping the guy from firing and let him notice. What can I replace a bullet with? Maybe I just need to swap out the bullet. Like a bullet replaced with something else. What is bullet shaped in here? I have to wait for stuff to drop anyways before I can move to anything. But what is bullet shaped in here? Alright. He drops that, and I can now move. I can also turn this on. I wonder what turning it on will do. So he points, and then he turns away. Oh, did you see that? That bad Cecile turned around. Do you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. This is the only time he takes his eyes off me too. If you have something to do, do it now. It's time to take the first steps towards saving the inspector. I don't know, maybe this will blind him. No, that turns it off. But let's see if that changes anything. Right? That's the kind of guy you are. So he takes out the gun. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. So that happens. Then he moves back. He's like, screw that. I don't know, what are things that we can switch right now? Let's move that maybe, since that's now behind him. Alright. And then what can we do over here? Knock down the hat and maybe move it closer? Yep, and now it's bullet shaped. Move it back. I mean, I guess this is bullet shaped. It looks like it. Right? Yes, that definitely looks like a bullet to me. I think this will work perfectly. And if it doesn't, my optimism is my only problem. Am I faster than a bullet, though? Again? I'm gonna get shot again? No way. Our chance is coming up. The last split second, right? Leave it to me. Alright. Missile's got that lightning fast reflexes. Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead. And now's our chance. I'm hearing the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. What? It's our only hope. Hope? There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. Wait, direction? I never saw a bullet before. It has such a cute little shape, doesn't it? You can check out the bullet's shape. Huh, I thought it would be more oblong. Huh. Yeah, I really thought it would be like more like this shaped. But hurry now. You don't have to like rush it. It's not like we're being rushed in the ghost world. Okay, so swap those. Yeah, get wrecked, Cabenela. I mean, that wasn't discreet, though. That didn't go well. Did that still kill him? Like, yes, he didn't get hit with a bullet, but his face was smacked with a hard hat. We tried swapping what we could find, but we just made things worse. Not nice, kids. Not nice at all. You put a dent in my lovely mask. How did that kill him? I guess we better look for something softer to swap with. Okay, so don't use the hard hat. He will die. Cabenela's face is weak. He's a weak man. His face is weak against hard hats. If you use a hard hat, he will die. I was close. I was close. I got the knitted hat over there. It just wouldn't allow me to do that. I feel like you wouldn't die if a hard hat slammed you in the face. Like, I don't have proof, but I like to believe that's not how hard hats work. Okay, we'll swivel this. He's gonna point. The killer is you, Cabenela. Turn around, I'll swivel. Maybe drop this? If I drop it, will it change anything? I don't think dropping this will change anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna drop it. My dog's barking, isn't he? He's gonna turn. He's gonna talk. Gonna get shot. He's gonna return. Give me 1 second while I let out my dog real quick. Scooby, you're being loud. Sorry. I forgot stuff was still happening in the game. I forgot to pause it. Whoops. Wait. Move, missile. I don't need you there right now. Alright. Like a goof, I really forgot that I was supposed to still be doing stuff. Alright, so how do I make sure it doesn't get into a weird shape? Yeah, I'm a goof sometimes. My bad. Okay. So here's the question, is can I move it then off of... Oh, I can't move it. Yeah. Let's see if I move this now, will it... Yeah, saved it in the last second, but I still think I made a... I think I still didn't get them in the correct... I think it still won't allow me to swap them because the hat is technically in a weird shape. Like, yeah, see? Yeah, see, technically they're different shapes because the hat is... Okay, so this isn't gonna work. If I swap them now, we're still in the same position. I need to somehow get the hat, not to get all weird. He died as he lived, posing. So, there has to be something I need to be able to do to the hat after it's fallen. Maybe if I swap it before he like does something, or maybe if I do something to another item. So, wait for him to drop the kettle. Now, I've been thinking about it, and I think I can still reach the... I think I'm gonna try turning this and maybe dropping the helmet. Maybe if I drop the helmet now, it will be the right shape? Maybe it won't. Wish I could speed up some sections. Also, I forgot to turn that. Sorry, I'm like stressing out and I can't keep my thoughts straight on what to do. So, he shoots him. Would I be able to reach it from here? So I could still reach that, but I can't reach the... I can't reach the hard hat. So I see what the problem with that is. Because you can't... yeah. Wouldn't the helmet just change its rotation? Do you mean if I rocked it, or... Because when you rock the helmet, it falls to the ground. So... yeah, it would just change where it's pointing. So, like, the really big thing is I need to figure out how do I get... Back to you. I need to figure out how to get the helmet to not be badly shaped. Like, if I move it right here, I can get it closer. But then I can't do anything to it. So maybe if I then... maybe if I then did something else after it's like this? I mean, yeah, these shapes aren't... oh! But I can swap it with the book. Okay. Oh, and if the hat... okay, there we go. So if I take the helmet off then, the knitted hat's gonna get stuck on the hook and then take on the bullet shape. That's what we gotta do. So, really the only thing I need to do is I need to knock off that hat. There you are, Cecile. Okay, So perfect. Now we know what we gotta do. We gotta get the hat over here, swap it with the book, it will fall on the hook, and then we should be good. So, knock off the tea kettle. I can't reach that, so I'm going to get closer when he turns around. He's gonna point. Look at him pointing. He'll turn. And then I'll use that to knock off this hat. Perfect. Wait, did he notice? No, perfect. Okay, he doesn't care. Yep. Cabenela is gonna be like, I don't know, that was something. Casella's gonna get shot. We're gonna go over there. This is perfect. I love that the ghost, despite being like a mastermind, has such limited perception. He doesn't notice we're doing all this stuff behind him. And it's the perfect plan. Alright, so now we're gonna go get the hat, swap it, get it caught, and we'll have the perfect... It will just all work out so well. Right? Now we're gonna go to missile. No, you're not talking to us, missile. We have swapping to do. Swap. And it will fall. Perfect. Now it's in the shape. Yes, perfect. Okay, so now we just have to wait for him to get almost shot. There we go. 0. He's got the gun. Casella's got the gun. He's gonna take the shot. And now we're gonna replace it with the knitted hat. Because obviously knitted hats do nothing to Cabenela's face. What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. I never saw a bullet before. It has such a cute little shape, doesn't it? I can check out the bullet's shape on the top screen. And it's shaped just like this knitted hat. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you know, that looked like a bullet. He sure looks shot in the face. Why does he just accept that? Like, yep, he's dead now. I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm, and most of all, soft. Did I do all right? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over. Nice, okay. I'm so glad I figured that one out. When I saw in just about these 4 minutes, gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison. Right, Professor? So you two were working together. That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, well let's hurry back. Back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Missile. And there's a certain guy I have to follow too. Honestly, that one gave me such a runabout. But I'm glad I got it figured out. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabenela, the man in red left. And now a new story is about to unfold, in a new present. How are you feeling, ya? Crazy character. Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. I mean, you should still have like a bunch of broken bones. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right. Like, I'm gonna believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through for us. Cabenela, I'm equal parts sorry and not at all sorry. Damn it, you picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Like, you're great, but also, I don't, like, he's obviously not the evil I thought he was. Well, it looks like both of their deaths were erased. But he's still kind of morally dubious. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in White, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. I'd better talk to them. So how are we gonna get a meteor out of a man? If I knew things were gonna end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry. I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. Not too late, Inspector. You still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. Alright, time to get some more exposition. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. Humph, what a fool. He's the one who made that decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? He not only said it, but like he slammed his hand on some fire. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who we already read this. I'm not gonna read it again. This is a flashback. We've been there. Dots. Yes. 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know about anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. Oh, he played bad cop. Look what happened. He played bad cop. But I had just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet. and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking a statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. And that was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. I mean, like, they say he's wearing a white coat, but he does have, like, the red scarf and the dark undercoat, which could be, like, his own references to his two mistakes. Cabenela, got a minute? Oh, he left him alone. The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And then he sauntered away. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. Oh no. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. I mean, like, you could still take someone hostage without a gun. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communication networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. No, you can't buy people. That's illegal. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast. And the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at the special prison, eh? We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then, finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. Point X. That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. And the manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. This unnamed other country. Submarine. But we haven't been able to find out where it's gonna surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right, highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camilla. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. Spotless record. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? That's intense. After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hand on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. Because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. Gasp. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Dots. Of course. Why else, baby? Was he doing this all for Jowd? He was doing this all for Jowd. Okay. You know what? Take back everything bad I said about Cabenela. I was like, Cabenela, I don't trust you. Cabenela, you're too smooth jazz for me. Cabenela, I think you're probably evil. Take back everything. Put it in a bin. Send it to my regrets circle. It's there in the regrets circle. I'm sorry, Cabenela. I was wrong. I just couldn't believe it, man. Jowd shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. Cabenela hate is now officially over. I'm sorry, Cabenela. Please forgive me. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator. He's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. Cabenela, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I did you dirty like that. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, this is why he let Jowd call. Why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? Oh god. This is actually, oh man. Cabenela, you're so much better than I thought. But that's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Yeah, what's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around. Give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. I feel so awful. Alright. Do I also have to talk to him? Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated a victim's causes of death. Oh, and then they replaced you with a fake. "10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteor fragment, and died instantly. That's what the police report said." Look at his corpse. The corpse of an evil man. Well, not evil, but man who's turned evil. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. Oh, really? That's odd. And that's because the corpse suddenly vanished. I mean, I feel like you still file an autopsy report, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. I mean, like, I never trusted we were Cecile. There's only one way I can... that's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead alright, no question about it. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. So did the meteorite keep him preserved or something? And that's why his body isn't super decayed? I was completely bewildered. But when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. Ugh, that sounds so weird. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. Oh, okay, wait. So, if Ghostman, if Cecile can pilot this body, can have a body that instantly heals, then why is he so hung up on dying? Like, it sounds like he got all the benefits of being a ghost who has superpowers, and all of the benefits of, like, Claire from that show Heroes. Like, I know she went on a whole arc about having no pain, but, like, I feel like losing a few sensations, but having ghost superpowers kind of balances it out. And that's how it went. And no scarring or blood either. Hi, yes, I'm streaming. Oh yes, thank you. I now have a card. And I never had a chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? It walked out. It walked out. Look at it. It's about to walk out. Alright, I'm about to head out. He just got up and left. It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? I mean, like, he's so shocked, but he's seen the dude pilot his corpse. He was dead. But he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that oven. On that stove. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type, from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be... Oh, that's right, it was coming from that meteorite fragment. Look, there's a rock. I wonder if this rock has radiation. Oh my god, it's radiation! I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At that time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die, only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a medical examiner. Screw this, guys. I'm out. I'm gonna go chase some conspiracy theories several years later. I came to learn the connection between my case and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? Cabenela's arrival. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. Look at him dancing. He's just so smooth. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temsic. Is that you, baby? Now I can appreciate his jazzy theme, his smooth theme. Who are you to be calling anyone an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case then. And then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. Oh, this is such a good game. Oh, hope you have a nice meal. See you soon. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." It was really out of this world. And that's when I put 2 and 2 together, baby. The manipulator case and Temsic were somehow connected. Which also explains how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. How dare he? He ruined the Rube Goldberg machines for everyone. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Cabenela. And like, she just didn't notice though? Was she like, yes, tying this string to the gun is totally in line with my vision of this birthday Rube Goldberg machine. I see nothing suspicious. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? Are you aware you killed someone with that? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was on with the Force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce no matter how hard I tried. Cabenela told Jowd it did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Cabela's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Gosh. Dang. Hey, Lynn! Inspector Cabenela! Hi, I'm broken. Hey, baby. I've drinking that bone-hurting juice. And, oof, ouch, my bones. Sorry about that phone call. Must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Hey, Inspector Cabenela. Do you want to go to the hospital? Inspector Cabenela, I'm sorry. I just heard you were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So, that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? I mean, I guess maybe that would have prevented me from dying, like, 4 times. Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw 'em in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight, there's a party on the rooftop top of the world. I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Ha ha ha. But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd. The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too. And that's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry it took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around, then you swoop in at the last second. Jowd. It's me. 5 years ago. You left this coat with me, and just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. Bird, deliver his coat. Oh, look, he's wearing it over his prisoner outfit. Perfect. I trust this detective. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. This is such a good game. Cecile, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. Wait. Okay. If we're keeping track of people who are dead, who do we know is dead? Who do we know is dead who would have any sort of interest in these cases? The only person I can think of is Alma. What if 5 years ago Alma didn't perish? Alma instead existed as a ghost and knew all about what was about to happen. So Alma decides that she's going to save everyone. And then she finds us. We somehow died. Maybe we were that cat. And she's like, hey, why don't you help me out here? And we're like, okay. And then we ended up here, trying to solve this case. Maybe that's it. I have to see. But, I mean, she's the only person I can logically think of right now would be a ghost. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabenela. Look at him just waving by. I hope someone calls him an ambulance. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. I really like that although we're searching for our identity, we've almost become more of a character just finding these people and getting involved in this. Oh no, I spilled water. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries.